and like an orangey gravel road.
Okay, can you see where the road leads to?
It goes inside the wrought iron gate.
So if you look down on the ground and you look down at your feet, what do you have on your feet?
I've got bare feet.
Bare feet. Okay, and do you have anything on the bottom part of your body, on your legs?
No, bare ankles. But I have an apron and a skirt with petticoats underneath it.
Okay, so you just feel what the material feels like. How does that feel to you?
It's quite a bit like Hessian, but nice Hessian.
And does it feel rough or does it feel soft?
Slightly rough.
Rough, okay. So now as you look at the top part of your body, what are you wearing on the top part?
It's got puffed sleeves, short sleeves, just above the elbow. And a sort of a lowish neckline. And it's got white frill, very small white frill around it and around the sleeves.
Okay. And if you just feel your hair now, and your head, do you have anything on your head?
Nothing on my
Nothing
head,
on your head.
but I've got longish, very curly hair, almost like ringlet curls.
Ringlet curls. How does that feel to you?
Very soft.
Very soft.
And shiny.
And how old do you think you might be?
20.
20. And do you know what your name might be?
Emily.
Emily. Okay. So what are you doing here, Emily?
I'm trying to get back inside the gates.
How did you get out of the gate?
I climbed over the wall.
So why did you climb over the wall?
I wanted to get out and to go and see someone.
You wanted to go and see somebody?
Mm-hmm.
And who might that somebody be?
It was a man friend.
A man friend. Did you see the man friend?
Yes, because it's early morning.
So you're making your way back into the house?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's a beautiful day.
What time of the year do you think this is?
Summer.
It's summer.
Mm.
And do you know what time of the day this is?
I'd say it's about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning. So no one else is up yet in the house?
No.
So is this house where you live?
No, it's where I work.
It's where you work?
Mm.
So what's your job? What do you do there?
I work in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. Do you know what year this might be?
1890.
1890. Okay. Do you think anyone noticed that you're missing?
I hope not.
Do you think you'll get into trouble?
Well, if I don't get back over the wall or through the gates, I'll definitely get into trouble.
So how did you manage to get out? Did you go out of the gates or did you go over the wall?
I went over the wall. There's a tree next to the wall, and I climbed up the tree and on a branch, and then sort of sat on the wall and then lowered myself down.
And are you going to get in the same way?
No. I'm going to have to walk alongside the wall to find a way to get up, but I can't work out where my shoes are.
Where do you think your shoes might be? Do you think you left them at the house?
No, I think they're a bit hard to climb in, so I've thrown them over the wall.
You've thrown them over first, okay. So how far away does this man that you visited live?
Well, there's a little cottage just on the other side of the gates.
Okay. And what's this man's name?
That would be telling.
like to share a secret though? I'm good at keeping secrets.
His name's Thomas.
Thomas. And have you known Thomas for a long time?
He's quite new here.
Okay. So you've just made a new friendship then?
I have made a new friend with Thomas. He's a very nice friend.
Very nice friend. And that's lovely. Okay then, so what does Thomas do? Does he have a job?
Yes, he's like the gatekeeper and the gamekeeper.
Okay. So he would have the keys to help you get in then?
Well, he might do.
He might do.
But I left before he woke up.
Okay. So you need to get back into the house very quickly.
Yes.
So who owns this house then?
The big house.
The big house.
That would be the Lord and Lady.
The Lord and Lady. Do they have names? Do you know what their names are?
I just call them Sir and Madam.
Sir and Madam. Do you like working in the house?
Yes, but one day I want to be a lady.
Okay. So now I would like you to find a way to get into either over the wall or into the gate. You find yourself inside.
Okay, I think I can possibly squeeze through the bars.
Okay. Can you see your shoes?
Yes, they're at the bottom of the tree, yes.
So what I'd like to do now is pick your shoes up and go on inside the building. So on the count of 3, you find yourself inside the building in the kitchen.
Right, yes.
1, 2, 3. So you're now in the kitchen.
Yes.
And have a look around and what you see.
Well, there's a big wooden table in the middle.
Okay.
I'm just going to put my shoes on because my feet are cold. Hang on. And then there's a big oven that uses firewood to burn under a big arch chimney. It's got a copper pot on it. And the tea trays, the breakfast trays are laid out already.
Okay. So is there anyone around at the moment?
I can hear someone coming down the stairs.
So luckily no one's seen you then.
No one's seen me yet. I just need to wash my hands. Hang on. And it's the person coming down the stairs is Cook. The cook is coming down the stairs. She makes a loud noise when she comes down the
You
stairs.
hear her coming. Is she okay?
Yeah,
Is she friendly?
She's very friendly. She's lovely.
Does she know that you've been out?
No, but I will tell her.
You will tell her? Why will you tell her?
Because she sticks up for me and she takes care of me.
Oh, that's good then. So how long have you been working in the house?
2 years.
And where did you come from before you worked in the house?
From London.
From London? So do you have family in London?
Yes.
And what part of London do you live in?
South.
South. Do you know the name of the area?
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon. And do you know the name of the street that you live in?
Swaby Road.
Swaby Road. And what number Swaby Road?
59.
59. Do they have any ale houses near there?
Oh, maybe.
Do you know the name of any at all?
The Hunter's Inn.
The Hunter's Inn. Okay. And what about churches? Are there any churches nearby?
Yes, there's 3 churches.
3 churches. And what are those church names?
St. Peter's.
Okay.
That's the only one I go to.
Okay.
I don't know the other churches.
You don't know the others?
No.
Okay. So do you have any family? Brothers or sisters?
I have got 2 brothers.
2 brothers. Yes. What are their names?
Patrick and Joseph.
Patrick and Joseph. And what do they do then?
One's a blacksmith. Patrick's a blacksmith because he's the old one. Joseph's not very well, so he's still at home with Mum and Dad.
So what's wrong with Joseph?
He's got something wrong with his leg.
His leg. Did he have an accident or What happened to him?
That's what you call a withered leg.
A wizened leg, okay. So he was born with it then, was he?
Yes.
And how old is he now?
15.
15.
Mm.
So what's your mother and father's name?
My father's name is John. My mother's name is Mary.
Mary. So what does John do for a job?
He works, he does very dirty work, because he always comes home quite dirty and black and...
Okay.
Docks.
Dogs?
Docks.
Docks. He works in the docks?
Yes.
Okay.
Fish. He's to do with fish in the docks, unloading fish.
So it's quite dirty, smelly work then?
Very. I was very glad to get away from that.
Really?
Mm.
So what made you decide to leave London then?
I wanted to see if I could better myself.
Okay, so you want to be a lady?
I do.
Okay.
I haven't really behaved like one though.
Really?
Mm. Ladies don't climb over walls.
Don't they?
No.
Maybe some ladies don't because they're not able to.
Maybe.
Maybe they don't have a reason to climb over the wall.
They don't, but I do like an adventure.
You like an adventure?
Yes.
So you're a very adventurous lady then, are you?
Yes.
So what's the most adventurous thing that you've done in your life so far?
Probably left home.
Left home?
Yes.
And that was your first time away from London then, was it?
Yes.
That's very brave to be doing something like that.
But I really liked it. I like being away.
You like being away?
Because when I go back I feel different.
Really?
Mm.
In what way?
I feel that I'm different from them.
You're different.
Mm.
Okay. So now that you're back in the house again, I'd like you to go to where you sleep.
Okay.
So on the count of 3, you'll find yourself in your room where you sleep. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
There now. So just have a look around that room and what do you see?
There's a window in the roof and there's 2 beds.
2 beds?
Yes,
So-
they've got their iron metal beds
Okay.
with a little table thing in between.
Okay.
And 2 little wardrobes.
Okay. So which is your wardrobe then?
Well, my bed's the one, when you go in, it's over on the left,
Over on the left.
under the window,
Okay.
and the wardrobe is at the end of the bed.
Okay. So I'd like you to go over to your bed now and I'd like to just feel the bed and feel the material. Does it feel soft or does it feel hard?
The sheets are very crisp.
Sheets are crisp. What colour are the sheets?
White.
So just feel those sheets now. How do they feel?
They feel very fresh, actually.
Do they?
Yes.
Do they have a smell to them?
They smell slightly soapy, but they've been
Soapy.
blown about in the breeze in the garden, and they're very, very fresh.
Okay, so what I'd like to do now is to open up your little cupboard and see what you've got inside.
I've got a blue dress in there, dark blue dress with flowers on it.
And when do you wear that?
Sunday.
Sunday. So what do you do on a Sunday then? Is that your day off?
Yes. Go to church and then maybe go to London
Okay.
to see my family. But it takes a long time to get there and I don't get long there and I have to come back again.
So how do you get to London?
Horse and carriage.
Horse and carriage. So you can get a horse and carriage nearby, can you?
Yes, I have to walk to the end where the gates are and then out into the road and then turn left and then there is a bench that you sit on and the carriage will
As they
stop
come
there.
along.
Yes.
So where is the nearest village to where you are?
Warminster.
Warminster.
Yes.
Okay. So have you been to Warminster before?
Not before I moved here, but I've been there a few
Been
times.
there. Okay.
Yes.
So if you have a look then in your cupboard now, what else do you have in there?
I've got a hat.
A hat.
A blue straw hat.
A blue straw
A
hat.
big rim The bit that sticks out.
So where did you get that from?
It was a present.
Who gave you that?
Thomas did.
Thomas did?
Yes.
That's very kind of him.
It was nice of him.
You
wasn't
must think a lot of you then to buy you a hat like that.
it? If he thought a lot of me, he'd let me out the gate rather than me have to climb over the wall.
Maybe next time he might get a ladder for you.
I'll have
Make
to
it
have
easier.
I'll have words, it's okay.
You'll have words.
I'll have words.
Okay. So now, on the count of 3, I'm going to move you forward in your life 10 years. So 1, 2, 3, and you're now 10 years older. And where are you now?
I'm still there at the house.
You're still at the house.
But I live in a tied cottage to the house.
You live in a cottage to the house. And who do you live there with?
With Thomas.
Thomas.
Yes.
And how long have you been married to Thomas?
9 years.
9 years. And do you have any children?
2 children,
Two
a boy
children.
and a girl.
And how old are they?
7 and 5.
So what's it like having 2 young children?
I like it. I look after them all day. Thomas is now the chauffeur.
The chauffeur?
Yes,
So he's gone up in the world then.
he has. He's the chauffeur to the Lord and Lady.
What type of car does he drive then?
Wow. I'm not very good with cars,
Okay.
but it's got an angel thing on the front of it.
Okay. Does it have a make name or anything?
It's a lady with wings on the front of it.
A lady with wings. Okay.
And it's blue.
It's blue.
It's dark
Sounds
blue.
lovely.
And it's cream leather inside. It's
Lovely.
beautiful and it smells lovely.
So you've been inside it.
I have. Don't tell anybody though.
So does your husband drive you around in it?
No, I just sit in it in
You
the
just
carriage.
sit in it?
Yes.
Must be lovely. Must feel like the lady of the manor when you're sat in there.
It does.
It does.
This is the closest I'll ever get to being the lady of the manor.
Lovely. Sounds really nice. Okay then, so we're going to leave this scene now. We're going to let this fade away. And I'd like you to bring back any knowledge that's relevant to your life in this lifetime. So we're going to now slowly drift away from this scene. It's just going to fade. Then when you're ready, just open your eyes. So how was that?
That was really interesting. Yeah. Laughing at.
Thomas, eh?
Yeah, Thomas. I've never met a Thomas in my life.
Really? Wow.
Not this one, anyway.
So how did that seem to you?
All this stuff just kept coming through. It was really, and I was thinking, am I making this up? Or is it just kept? And I was quite a mischievous person.
It was on your face.
Huh?
When you were saying it, your face changed. He was like, it wasn't a genie look.
Really?
Well, it might have
It
been
might have
We've seen
been. I've
before.
never seen it.
So what about when you were touching anything? Could you feel that, like the texture of the clothing? And
Yeah, the clothing. I wanted it. I was so hoping that the clothing was going to be soft and silky, but it wasn't. It was like a finely woven hessian. So it
Okay.
was. I knew that I was in the sort of the lower echelons, working class servant type.
Okay.
But this drive was beautiful. It was almost like the road was the colour of
Nelly.
Nelly, yeah, a cross between Nelly and the carpet, and it just went, not the yellow brick road, but it was very fine gravel, and it was so neat and tidy.
Wow.
But I couldn't see the cottage outside.
No.
I knew it was here, but I couldn't see it because I wouldn't turn around because I wanted to look up through the gates,
Okay.
these big wrought iron gates.
Wow.
But I wanted to be a lady. But of course, if you're a servant, there's no way you can become a lady unless you marry. a lord, and then they lose all their money, don't they, if they marry beneath them.
Okay. So that's very interesting.
It was, thank you.
Did it feel real to you?
Yeah. Yeah. But I just wanted more. When I was in the bedroom upstairs, I think the dress and the hat, and there were some blue shoes in there as well with bows.
Okay.
I wanted that to represent the life I was going to have. I could feel that, and I was getting frustrated because I kind of knew I was going to be stuck doing what I was doing, but I wanted more.
And is there anything in that lifetime that you experienced that's relevant to you now?
I don't really know, Lucy.
Was there any aspect of it that...
I am mischievous now,
Okay.
and I love adventure,
Okay.
and I'm not one for...
2 kids, a girl and a boy.
I have.
Okay.
I do like to move my life on and do different things. I'm not one for routine, you know, every 7 years change my carpets,
Okay.
every 6 years paint the living room.
I would say that the mischievousness of Jeannie at the age she was at kind of, although it represented Jeannie having a mischievous nature, which she does and still does, and also there was a little bit of defiance in that character, and there's also been a little
Defiance now.
defiance.
So there's little traits that come
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, definitely.
They are your
Yeah.
traits.
Brilliant.
And even leaving behind, although she only had one brother, but
I've got two.
You've got two brothers. Yeah, but yeah, leaving the family at a young age as well. Was
I did
something
that,
you
actually I did that, yes,
Yeah.
I did do that. And I did go back and see my mum and dad, obviously, because they lived in Bognor. But I'm always looking for my next adventure, and my next
Okay.
adventure is going to be moving out to the States.
Wow. Fantastic.
Interesting that you gave an address.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to know if that address is.
Yeah.
Oh,
The only
Swaby
bit
Road.
The only bit I had a problem with was Warminster, London, and the fact that you visited, and it was by horse and carriage. That's quite a distance.
Well, it is quite a distance for her to visit, but
You don't
where
know
that
how
comes
it
in,
relates,
you don't
though.
know.
No.
What year
Yeah.
did you say roughly?
1890.
1890, see?
Turn of the century.
Yeah, because in
Cars were
1910...
The cars were just
my
coming
gran
in then.
travelled from, her mum travelled from England all the way up to Scotland, and that was...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm
It's
just
not possible, but
it was how you get from Warminster to London,
London.
back in the day.
yeah,
horse and carriage,
Yeah,
not
but,
car.
but it was probably horse and carriage and train, maybe. You still
yeah,
had
and
trains?
cars were just coming in
Oh,
then.
yeah.
And interestingly, the car that you described with the thing on the front is a Rolls Royce.
Yes, yeah.
So,
But it was blue, I could see, it was just beautiful.
Train.
Yeah.
Just beautiful.
but the thing that's very interesting with these is when someone goes back to a time period, everything correlates to what we would think is going on in that time. You know, like the mode of transport,
Yes.
the pubs as well. I mean, that's worth looking into in the churches.
What did I say the pub was called? The Hunters.
Hunters.
Yeah.
And it's like the material
Peters,
and
yes.
and just everything in life. You know, about the gamekeeper. I mean, that'd be relevant. for
The
that
funny thing is that when I remember saying the gamekeeper's cottage, my ex boyfriend, his house was called Keeper's Cottage.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow.
Really?
But he
Interesting.
never used it. He never used that name. It was always number 14, whatever the name of the road was. I can't remember what the name of the road was.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I really enjoyed that.
Good.
Thank
okay.
you.
Was it relaxing?
Yeah, it was great
You
fun.
were like totally...